Okay, so the beginning part there is a spoken word part where I go, now I can't split. One of you does a split and one of you does a dip for I can't dip. And I can't do a backflip. That's when you're getting up to rejoin me from your stunts. But turn right or left on I, da-da, have, da-da, these. Okay, so these, I reveal my boob cups. You guys should be on each side of me presenting with spirit fingers the girls, like that. The next dance step's super easy. It's right leg, right arm, left leg, left arm, boobs, shimmy, left leg, left arm, right leg, right arm, shimmy, then roll up for do I have back pain? Guaranteed, da da da. Dancer on this side meets me here, I lock and pose with them for do some choreo. Dancer on the other side meets me over here, ready to catch me for and dry heave. Do some choreo, spin, and dry heave. I'm dry heaving, they caught me, you make your way over here on this side so we can walk together. Can we walk together? 1, 2, 3, 4. I shimmy and push you away. Now when I push you away, you stand there and gasp like, ah, surprise, like that. Then it goes into I have these, the boing noise, boing, the force of my boobs throws you away, you're done. I have these, boing, boobs force, push you away, we're not hitting each other, you just fly away and you're done. Then I do my big note.
You might think I came here today with nothing to display, but let me tell you, Rue, there's something I'll show you. Now I can't split and I can't dip, and I can't do a backflip, but I have these. I have these. I have these. Do I have back pain? Guaranteed. I have these. I have these. Do some choreo, then dry these. I have these. I have these. That's my talent. Can't you see? I have these. These.
Hi everyone, if you're just tuning in and wondering what the hell you just saw, that was a video I had to turn in for my backup dancers to learn for RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars 8 talent show, yes, or variety show Extravaganza, the rebrand, yes. I had to make this clip of choreography for my number so the dancers could learn it. They suggested you could do this beforehand, so I thought, you know, I want to make sure this goes pitch perfect. So I made sure to like get my choreography done and down and sent over ASAP as soon as they asked me. I was over prepared for this, okay? Now the variety show Extravaganza, or the talent show as we all know it as, is like a staple in All Stars. You have to take it seriously because if you blow this, people will never let you live it down, okay? Like you have to make sure you really, really nail this. And I was under the impression this was gonna be the first thing I had to do. So me, Ernie, and my friend Jason were just drilling this to make sure it was down packed. Now this was actually choreographed by my friend Jason Michael, who's a wonderful dancer. You can probably recognize me as my video bro. He's right here. Video bro! Yes, he put together this choreography for me and it was, as I like to say, idiot-proofed because I'm not the best dancer in the world, but if I drill it enough times, it'll eventually come to me and go inside my body and I'll learn it. That's kind of, he knows the process of how I work from doing brunch shows with me. Whenever there's planned choreo for the ending callback production number, I usually have to drill it quite a few times before I actually get it down. So, he created this choreography for me based on this track that was made by my wonderful music man, Tyler Campbell, or Tall Specs. He does all my music for me, including the background music you hear on my YouTube channel. God, he's talented. We were going over many possibilities of what this talent show could be, so I really wanted to make something that was like a statement that hits you, but I also wanted to like kind of approach this like a one-woman show, kind of a very, very, very mini one-woman show. A one-woman show for people with very short attention spans. That's something I'm known for doing in my drag career is I do one-woman shows, and I wanted to bring an element of what people didn't get to see on season 9 and show just what exactly my craft is and what I present when I go on stage. Like I've done shows in the past and I wanted to showcase myself in a way that the public hasn't quite seen of me before unless, you know, they bought a ticket to my shows in the past. So, I was mulling over what kind of concept we wanted to go with this. Like I knew I wanted to play around with like possibly doing burlesque and comedy. It had to be funny, as well as like singing. So like I wanted to combine all these elements. So we decided on an original song with choreography to go along with it, as well as great costume reveal changes, because since I moved to Las Vegas, that's been something I've been like incorporating into my act more and more, is like reveals and strip-aways and tear-away costumes. It's like a fun element that really embraces my brand and like who I am as a queen. Like I love old school burlesque and I love all those great queens like Tempest Storm and Liz Renee. So like I wanted to pay homage to that. Also, Jaymes Mansfield in the 1960s, when she was like touring through the 60s, she was doing an act called a satire on a strip, which is like a comedy strip number. Mind you, she would sometimes, you know, get a little too into the act and just get naked. So I wanted to pay homage to like that kind of thing, because Jay Mansfield also did burlesque. And I'm glad I can finally do this, and I'm glad we can finally talk about it. Let's get into details about this. Okay, so like I said, choreographed by Jason Michael. Now, he really created something that was super fun and super campy and just super dynamic for me to do on stage, because like it had to be those great showgirl moves that we all know, like arms up, over the boobs, shimmies, like that kind of stuff. Those great moves that like the girls used to do in the 1960s when they were on stage. Like big, broad moves that people all the way back in the cheap seats can see you. And this was like my Hollywood starlet, big presentation moment in the movie kind of moment I wanted to like present to everybody. Like think of like Jaymes Mansfield in Too Hot to Handle, where she has that great musical number. Like I wanted to treat this like it was my production number in my own movie. Like Marilyn Monroe and Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, like all the great starlets have some kind of scene like that in a movie where it just showcases them as this amazing sex symbol that's larger than life. That's the way I approach this challenge. And I'm really, really happy with how everything turned out, because so much planning went into this. Like we were meticulous, me, Ernie, everyone that was helping me out with my package. We knew the talent show had to slap. As for my costume, this costume was actually designed by Velarde Designs. Justin Velarde made this for me. It is a gorgeous pink tearaway mermaid gown to start, where the cups strip away as my first reveal, and then the dress tears away to reveal my final look, which is a showgirl 1960s burlesque mixed with La Veneno with the way the pasties are set up, because I love that look. So like there's so many elements that are going into this that I wanted to like channel into this and just absorb into me and create a great, fun, show-stopping costume and look. Now for the hair, this hair is actually by Jaymes Mansfield Beauty, by me. The hairline was done by Ernie. He ventilated this hairline for me to make sure it was like a nice pullback, like the pullback ponytail, which I'm known for wearing. And the little hairpiece was actually, I made this by mistake. Now I was experimenting a lot at this time with like cutting off the bumps from like big old 1960s wigs, like you know those terrible like beehive wigs with the bangs in it? Well, I was experimenting with it and cut the bang part out and just kept the cone. And the tracks were all sewn to the cone, so I just was using these a lot for my falls and creating falls with them. So I ended up cutting one way too short. And as luck would have it, as I was brushing through it, trying to make something happen with it, it created this really fun, like cartoonesque, like Lady Miss Kier underflip that was like kind of short and cropped. I loved it. Like it was like, okay, this actually works. Like this is a look in itself. It came together really nicely. And I decided to use it for this number because I originally planned to have like a styled, more like, you know, defined pinup girl kind of wig. And I decided if I'm wearing a dress with lots of sequins, I have to move around, I don't know where anything's flying off, I'm tearing things away from me, there's a good chance that's gonna clip my hair. So like my hair has to be far away from my face and short. And rather than wearing like a little small helmet wig, like I wanted to make sure it was like far enough away to where nothing could snag. Because that's the worst thing when you tear away a brow cup and like it just sticks to your hair and it's just dangling the whole number. Like I would be mortified. So I was preparing for anything that could possibly go wrong. And as for like the costume reveal, like I worked through this so much. Like I had a little clip of me doing the choreo that I brought with me to Drag Race that I could watch on a media player to plug into my TV with HDMI. So like I was drilling this choreography over and over and over again while I was there, because again, I didn't know when it was actually going to happen. It didn't happen the first episode, so I thought, okay, it's going to happen eventually. I know they're not just going to throw away this whole thing. Now, if you have not watched the episode yet, stop right here, pause, come back to this video, because I'm about to spoil some things for you and the outcome of this talent show. All right, we good? We all set? Okay, so spoiler alert, I won this challenge. Me and Lala Ree both won the talent show. It was amazing. Like hearing your name called, being a winner is incredible. And like that's all I wanted this whole season, was to win a challenge. And it's like the most redeeming thing in the world to come back, going home first. I was like, all I want is just to win. I want to win something. If I could show that I could win a challenge, it's like, I don't know, it meant something to me. Like that's one thing I brought with me. It's like, I want to experience this and have that on my record. Like in my history on Drag Race, I actually won a challenge or something. So the fact that I won this challenge was like, you guys don't understand. Like it was so overwhelming and such a cool experience to like hear RuPaul say you're a winner. It's awesome. And it comes down to me and Lala Ree for the lip sync for Your Legacy. Now, as we were getting ready for the lip sync, we didn't know how the outcome was gonna go. And I honestly thought I did really, really well. Like, I was really happy with everything, but everyone brought such a great talent. I thought this could go to anybody, or pair in any case. So I picked out yet another costume that Justin designed for me. Now, I was planning on wearing this for brunches. I just hadn't designed a number for it, but I decided we'll wear it for this just in case. I brought it as a potential lip sync outfit should I win a challenge. We had plenty of outfits like set aside for that you could wear for lip syncs that are, you know, used for specifically just for that. And this was one of them. So the way it was designed was I wanted to create like a Betty Page inspired outfit that was more like Betty Page meets Bob Fosse. So it was a great like overlaid dress in the style of that great leopard print outfit she wore with Bunny Yeager. And it tears away to a Betty Page inspired bodysuit where it's more true to form to like the cutouts on the side. But the top is completely exposed. Like, it's got the lava nano pasty. It's just Vegas-ified, okay? Like, it had to read, like, Showgirl Vegas takes on Betty Page. I love this look. Like, Justin stoned the shit out of this bathing suit. Like, it looks so sparkly and so pretty. And, like, under the lights and everything, like, I hadn't really seen it. Like, I wore it at DragCon before. But seeing the stage lights and everything when I would peek down at it and you see, like, the lights reflecting off, I was like, ooh. Oh, this is pretty. I feel pretty right now. And as for the hair, I decided to go with, like, the long ponytail. I kept wrestling myself whether or not I wanted to do Betty Page bangs, and I'm glad I didn't because I actually really liked the way everything looked. And this was just more me. I didn't want to, like, you know, channel too much Betty Page. I wanted to still be me. And that's one of the great things about doing a lip sync for your legacy is you get to actually pick out and plan your outfit the way you want to look. Unlike lip sync for your life, it's whatever outfit you're in. This you actually can pre-plan and decide what I'm gonna wear. And I was smart about this. I even went on Amazon and bought these before I went on Drag Race. These little like heel straps, like clear straps that can go underneath your heels. So for the mules I wear, as you know, they're backless. In a lip sync, you never know what's gonna happen. Your shoes could fly off. So I had these little clip-ons for my shoes to turn my mules into strapped heels. I was prepared for anything. But no, tearing that away and doing the lip sync, it was amazing. And the fact that me and Lala tied was like awesome because like this was such a fun lip sync and what a song to get. Like I enjoyed this whole episode. Like this was such a blast to do. It went from dreading the talent show to actually going through it and experiencing it and doing well in it. It's like, it's such a great memory. I'm so happy I got to do it. Now this has been the variety show Extravaganza. Let me know what you guys thought about the episode down below. I had a blast doing this and I'm so glad it's finally out there and you guys get to see I have these. Now available on iTunes, Spotify, and Apple Music. And anywhere else music is available. And don't forget to vote for me for the Fame Games, July 14th. The polls are open now. Be sure and vote for me for Queen of the Fame Games. Yes! Let's make this happen. We're manifesting it. Let's pull our forces together. Let's make me the queen of the Fame Games. Thank you guys so much for supporting me this whole season of All Stars. I appreciate you guys so, so much. Now be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in for the next episode of What I Would Have Wore on All Stars 8. One more episode. All right, bye.
Click here and watch Iconic Brunettes, Audrey Hepburn, or watch episode 10 of What I Would Have Wore on All Stars 8. Come on, click it. You know you want to. If you don't click it, I'll bounce you into the atmosphere using the power of my boobs. So click it.